keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free.
Wow! I had 2 videos up at the same time. That was the weirdest opening I have ever seen, but I got screenshots for you. Today, though, we're talking about YouTube. Not MeTube, not HimTube. Whoops, HimTube or HimTube. YouTube. So, talking about getting your channel up and running. So, John, since you're our video expert here, why don't you kick off?
Oh,
I
really?
mean, not kick off in terms of, die or anything like that.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about getting our YouTube channel up and running.
Yep.
Yes.
Because I'm tired of getting spams about it. Hey, would you like a YouTube channel? We can get you set up your YouTube channel. So let's do it.
So people are approaching you all the time, huh?
Oh yes, all of these
gosh.
companies from India and Philippines
from
and
India.
all the other places. They want me to start a YouTube channel. So let's do this.
YouTube.
I
You
had
need it.
enough requests.
Okay,
Oh.
good. All
No,
right. So
and that's a great topic because
Yeah.
it really is. They've made it very easy to set up
Mhm.
your channel. They have all the dimensions for the artwork that you need. It's actually, if you go to your channel and just go to set it up, it's actually quite step by step to go through and plug in what you need to plug in as you go along.
and we'll be doing a couple of screen shows too, just to illustrate John's points.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that's one of the most common things people would like to do is get started with their YouTube channel. They don't know how to do it, and then their next thing that stands in the way is the camera confidence to actually go ahead and make the videos.
Well, first off, why do you want YouTube?
Because
First off, when John speaks, I hear an echo. Do you?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Echo.
Oh, okay. So
The sound is fantastic.
Okay. I don't know.
yeah, I'll switch to headphones.
Okay. Yeah, I usually go to earbuds when we have a
Give it
problem
a
like
whirl.
this.
See what happens.
Is
I
it
do hear
better?
a little echo.
Is it better?
That's better now.
I don't hear an echo.
I don't know. Hey, now I forgot where I left off.
You're talking about camera confidence. Camera confidence.
Well,
Don't
no,
be
we were talking
afraid
about
of-
something else before that.
You said
Before
first of
that,
all,
why? Well, you were talking about camera confidence, and then I interjected, why do you want to use YouTube? And I was thinking more about the Google
Yes.
juice.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking of. So
Okay.
the reason why you want to use YouTube is it's actually the second largest search engine, also owned by Google, and so you get all the benefit of being tied to Google as well as the benefit of having your stuff on a separate search engine that people are looking at all the time. So yeah, it is. It's a lot of Google juice. It's a great way, especially for small local businesses, to show up very quickly in the search engines or get a big boost. So super important.
Well, I have a question. What is Google Juice?
Well,
It's like Kool-Aid, but more monetizable.
yeah, it just helps you get better rankings in the search engines. And if you go to Google and you do any kind of search, you're going to see across the top, and one of the areas is videos. So if you ever go to videos, you'll see all of the YouTube videos that are tied to whatever you're searching for. So super, super important.
So what about having a theme for your channel or a specific, I'm not going to say even niche anymore, but just, it's going to be a place where you have your take on what you're creating for your particular audience. In other words, creating content for what they want to hear, as opposed to what you may want to hear.
Well, the branding side of things is super important, and you want to make sure that you're taking whatever branding you've done for your website, for your business in any way, and carry that over to YouTube, so that everything looks and feels the same among all the social channels that you are on. Jeez, tongue tied today.
That's okay.
So you want to have that uniformity, so it looks the same throughout.
Yeah, and I think people freak out a little bit when they're putting together their channel art, because the channel art is a little tricky. You can go to places like Canva and other places and design it yourself without any difficulty. But you have to understand that it's going to look different on different devices. And YouTube channel art is very wide and tall, but then it winds up being shrunken, especially when you go into mobile.
Yeah, I was gonna say YouTube can be one of the trickiest ones to get correctly in place, because unlike Facebook that seems to fit, like right where it's supposed to, YouTube just doesn't quite ever seem to work right. You seem to have to do a lot of adjusting.
So which image are we talking about? Is now a good time for screen share?
Your header,
like your banner or your header. So let me see if I can. Well, let's see if I can get into a screen share. I'm going to show you my channel is not that great, but I'm okay showing it because I've been focusing most of my attention. Actually, we're going to do a little inception here. Just a second.
It's funny. I'll talk while you're doing that. One of the things I think is always intrigues me is that most people never get a banner on their channel. So it never really has that look and feel. So if you've got a banner on your channel, you're already ahead of 90% of the people on YouTube.
For some reason,
my channel is pretty bare and probably looks a lot like somebody who wants to get started or just set it up. Do you would like to share mine?
Here we go. Wait for me. Well, here comes
that's wrong. So
here comes Inception. Hang on.
Okay. That's all right. We can do that too if you like.
Okay, so on mine, mine's very small. I've focused mostly on Instagram and other things, and but what you can see is when it came to channel art, can you see that fairly well?
I can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see anything. Oh,
I see you.
It's funny because they said add to stream automatically. This is, here we go.
Yeah,
share. Boom. There we go. Boom. There's the Inception. Yeah,
this is great.
But so this one, as you can see, I've centered everything here in the middle. Okay, fundamental business shift, online income strategies for doctors who want to escape the office forever. By the way, all of this branding is about to change, but nevertheless, when you get onto your channel, you can always hit this button and do some customizing if you want to.
Yes.
And it takes you into YouTube Studio, which is of course very slow when I am trying to explain things to you right now. See, and you get your channel customization. You can do your branding, of course. There's my little picture without the Buffalo Bills this time, because I only share that on the Book of Faces. And then your channel art, for example, here, which is the best results, this 2048 by 1152 pixels. Okay.
Yep.
And so I'm not going to remove that right now because I don't want to.
And under 6 megabytes. So that's important.
Yeah. You want to. Yeah, try not to overload with super fancy, gigantic images. The other thing is it'll slow down your loading. And when you go to the basic information here, you got your channel name, your description, and this is where you want to really kind of tune into your copywriting skills or that of somebody else. And by the way, this is constantly changing. So right now I've got Harvard-trained business coach to doctors and other high-level professionals who want more free time, freedom, and fun. Work less, make more, enjoy more. Fundamental and the crucial method. Now, all of that is changing again. So but because on other social profiles I have, if Tony Robbins and Robin Williams had a baby, that would be me.
I've seen that.
And so I started. I haven't gotten to YouTube yet.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So you get down and through here. Eventually, you can put. See, I have here like a couple of phrases. Have fun while you get things done. I've used that a lot on videos now. And always remember to put the N after FU.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's being a little more positive instead of cursing out the world.
Exactly.
So the layout, you have the opportunity for layouts. Of course, you're going to see that all of your videos, you've got your uploads, you've got the short videos in through here, and YouTube Shorts. I've got 73 of them now. Wow. I'm starting to do more of them. My popular uploads, interestingly enough, have to do with the Buffalo Bills and other things. But if I go back to the channel, the interesting thing about YouTube too is that YouTube Shorts are coming on strong, and we do have a challenge coming up. We haven't picked the dates yet, by the way.
No,
But
we need to pick some dates.
we need to pick the dates for our YouTube challenge. But you can see, you know, there you have the opportunity, for example, here to put your channel keywords in here. Now, by the way, these keywords are called tags, and these are very different than putting hashtags underneath your particular
Yes.
video, or within the video. You'll see a maximum of 3 most of the time. By the
Mhm.
way, according to this, we are live right now on YouTube, but
We
I
are.
didn't click it. I didn't click it, but we're live right there. So you'll note also when I did this, I tried to make it very clear what your videos are about with this, and I featured John because he's my video guy.
That's me.
And I also put, so I had the YouTube thing that I put into the background. All those is in Canva, and the YouTube Shorts logo, because I think YouTube Shorts are underutilized right now. But you can see here some of the things that we've done recently, mostly live streaming. So
Yes.
you'll see this is the thing, getting new ideas today. That was from yesterday's live stream. Other ones that we've had through here. These are mostly with Dean Way and you.
Passionate about financial education.
What was that?
I don't know.
Or maybe it was something coming from my YouTube channel. It's quite possible.
Maybe.
So one of the
Something.
things that you'll see on YouTube now, and I would strongly emphasize
Shorts.
considering this, yeah, this is called the YouTube Short Shelf. It's a
Mm.
shelf, basically, where all your YouTube Shorts reside. Now, I've had mixed bag with YouTube Shorts because I still haven't cracked the code, in part because my messaging, quite frankly, has not been clear on my channel. I have a love for digital marketing and social media and short videos, but I also love most things personal development, consciousness, elevation, brain health, etc. So
And the Buffalo Bills.
and the Buffalo Bills. So YouTube and Google are
Forget
both
them.
confused about me, and that's okay because
Yeah.
I'm working out my messaging right now.
And you're confused about yourself, so that's okay.
No, I'm very clear about myself. I'm multi-talented and multi-witted, or
Well, I was gonna
dim-witted.
say, you know, it's kind of like anything. You're in the middle of a branding evolution
Oh yeah,
where, you know, and that's okay. Like many of us, when we get started in creating a YouTube channel, we're kind of like, gosh, you know, I don't have my graphics correct. Don't worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Just go make the videos. You can always come back and add new thumbnails. You can add your graphics later. Don't let any
Yep.
of that stuff stop you, right? This is the do it now show. It's not,
Yeah, do it now.
800 million ways to procrastinate on this and not get it done.
Well, and once we have the anti-procrastination expert here, John
That's why
Paduchak,
I'm here.
we
Yeah.
know that we will get things done. So it's interesting enough. I did a shot last night, not a shot of vodka or tequila, but I did take this shot, this video segment here of the landing strip in the Naval Air Station, which is right at the end of the beach.
Oh, cool.
But it only got one view. So if I get other ones, you know, there's 307 views, 51 views, 1 view, 302 views, 2 views. I had one recently. I had
I
no
was
idea.
that one view.
You were the 1 view. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so then, you know, St. Patrick's Day, 276 views. But if you now, a fighter plane coming in got 1,600 views. See?
Yeah.
So what is it? And by the way, this also got dislikes. I got a number of negative ones on this one.
Sure.
So it was very interesting. But some people, I think, actually even shared this because it was really kind of engaging. So, but that's just the short shelf. So let me go down here.
Well,
These are like, what?
let's hit on this a second with the so many times when we start our YouTube channel, we get a little discouraged, right? Because we've
Yeah.
only got 1 view on our video or whatever.
Oh, sorry.
So how do
Go
we,
back over here.
should we be concerned about that? How do we fix that, right? There's tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ that you can use to help pick out new keywords and get the right keywords in place and hashtags. Again, this is the long game we're playing. So you may have 1 view today, but we're hoping that in the future we'll get many more views.
Well, yeah, like for example, one of
Yeah.
my most popular videos here 7 years ago, late night entertainment in Bora Bora on my honeymoon,
Right.
announcing the arrival. But then the ones that really got a lot of views, oh, they're not even on here. They're on another channel. They're on this one, which is a channel I started a long time ago, My Health Expert. And this is the one, if I went to this channel right now, you'd see when I was back in chiropractic practice, you know, my snow shoveling videos and other things like that. You know, another one over in here when I was just showing chiropractic adjusting tables. This is 12 years ago. Hard to believe it was that long
That was
ago.
back when you were big in Japan.
1,500. Well, not quite, but yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. I don't know what happened to the other snow shoveling videos. One of them, yeah, here's the one. This is what made me big in Japan. It was a snow shoveling video with 3,500 views from 12 years ago.
Nice.
You know, and so there are things that you do. You can have more than one channel, for example. I'm going to head back over here to the current channel. What was that? I'm sorry, I heard something.
I said you haven't changed a bit.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Surprisingly, I can blame that on good genes.
Except he's not wearing a winter jacket anymore. But
no, but you know what? This is the same. this is the same red thing that I was wearing in one of my videos when I had shoulder surgery. I did a whole series of videos when I was in a sling post-surgical. It was actually they did very well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go to some other channels here. So this is the example of what I have done, and I deliberately centered everything here because I looked at it and other things, and when I had things over on the left or over on the right, it didn't work so well. And by the way, you can
those icons over there, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, here they are.
Are those clickable?
These are clickable.
They are clickable.
So if I do this, we're going to go to Instagram. Hopefully.
Oh, is that a feature in setting up your channel?
You can set it up in YouTube. Yeah, they now allow you to put all your stuff in there, and you can tell here. I'm doing a lot on Instagram these days, as you can tell.
They've allowed that for quite a long time, actually. That you can do that. You can also associate your website with your channel. So
if I went to for example, we could go to LinkedIn.
Yep.
And LinkedIn is there too. So they do allow your multiple social profiles to be part of your banner, and that's just awesome. You know, you really want to do that. Here it is. This is the one I was telling you about. Oh, by the way, we're live now. See?
Yeah. The
banner is showing us right there. I love that actually, because it really shows up very well. But here you can see. So I just changed. I did the he, him thing because they insisted on it just the other day. So I said, okay, fine. If Tony Robbins and Robin Williams had a baby, that would be me. Harvard trained business coach, yada, yada, yada. Let's chat. So I'm playing with different hashtags too, because I'm, talking about mindset, creativity, brain health, consciousness, et cetera, et cetera. But it's an evolution. And so I'm gradually getting a sense of who I am based on the videos that I'm throwing out there. So let's check on Dr. Kayvon Kay or Dr. Well,
actually,
John.
we have some some comments.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where are they? There they are.
I can't see comments.
Yeah, the problem is let me get rid of this.
So with the first one is hello from Elizabeth.
Hi,
hello, Elizabeth.
Hi. And
I need to stop my screen.
Says,
there we go.
I have a banner on my YouTube channel with a link.
Oh, you want to look at it? Let's have a look.
Let me take a look at her. That means I've got to go back and share the screen.
So we can now we can look at Elizabeth's channel and
I'm going to try that right now.
Also, we have howdy from Terry in Texas.
Terry, we haven't seen you in ages, Terry.
Where have you been? We've missed you, Terry.
I got to
share. Thompson.
Share. Is it sharing yet or not?
No, not yet.
Gosh darn it. It's taking its sweet old time today. Melon. I am not so happy with you today. Let me go. I'm going to go straight to a particular Chrome tab. It might like this better, actually. Okay. Come to think of it. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go to Homeschool Christian Mom. Let me see if it live. Yep, there she is. Thank you. So it's so funny, Elizabeth. You and I both have 53 subscribers. Good for you.
Ooh, I'm ahead of you. I have 55 subscribers.
You have how many?
55.
Oh, there you go. Elizabeth, we got to catch up. We got to catch up today.
Elizabeth ran into that issue with the header too, because
see, it was the same thing. So I just had black coming all the way across. And she's got this color.
You need a wee bit more space at the bottom.
So, yeah, that's the thing. You're getting a little bit. See, you're getting
bumping right up on the
your
line.
Your G. It's like schooling. Well, I mean, I can tell it's a
Q. But otherwise, I like it.
Be a Q.
Great.
So let's see. Yeah. So if we hit this link right here, Homeschool Christian Mom, it should take us somewhere. Oh no, we're not going to see it because I'm on the specific Chrome tab. That was the problem. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and I would definitely try to put more of. I mean, we have the social media tabs there. Unless you're really trying to get people to take a specific direction, and you only want them to go to your website. But a lot of times, I think it's good to have all of those there, or if not, all of your social media there, or if not, maybe have that lead to just like a landing page or something.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
some
the one that
reason,
goes directly to our website, right?
for some reason,
Yeah.
this is not loading well, and I don't know. It could be just I'm having some. Despite the fact I have super high internet speed, it's occasionally cutting out on me, which is,
Yeah.
I think that's from our friends at AT&T. Are these
Yeah.
her? Are you their shorts, Elizabeth? No, you don't. Or do you not have shorts yet?
No shorts yet. I
I
don't
don't
think.
think the short shelf is here
So
yet. But
hold on a second. Just hold it. Yeah, I see that you have the Channelytics and that sort of thing. So that's a Chrome extension that you have installed, correct?
this is actually from TubeBuddy, TB right
Yeah,
there.
Okay,
TubeBuddy has
TubeBuddy.
analytics.
Yeah, that is
Okay, but so
TubeBuddy.
that's not part of the normal viewing the
No,
channel.
No.
no. If I were to turn it off, you would not see that. But
Yeah.
but YouTube has its own analytics, which
Yes,
is
it
going
does.
to be. I
But
don't
you
care.
won't be able to see other people's analytics, would you?
Actually, there are ways to. There are tools to be able to do that.
Yeah, vidIQ lets me see other people's analytics.
Like with Elizabeth here, I would say I would put more channel keywords in here, Elizabeth. Maybe just a few more. I don't know. It just depends if these are the big things that you're doing. I mean, yeah, that's just be one thing that I'm looking at here. I may have overstuffed my keywords. I will tell you that. But no, it's funny they call them keywords here, but when you're putting it together, they call them tags.
Hmm.
Interesting. They may be changing these interfaces too, because by the way, TikTok, because we have our short, we have our strategic video masters. We have a short video challenge that we do, short form video challenge. But in strategic video masters, one of the things we talk about a lot about TikTok and other things, they changed the whole TikTok interface again since like this past Wednesday to today. And I'm trying to find where the buttons to push the video and especially the timing and stuff. So this stuff changes. And by the way, anything that we tell you right now with respect to YouTube, it could be different next week or next month.
Mm.
That's
That's
the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, Google and YouTube move very quickly when they make changes.
Yeah.
You can come look at that interface. All of a sudden, it'll be completely different one day.
I can't find the start button. I can't find the stop.
Yeah, almost like overnight. It's kind of like us recently with Facebook Messenger, right? They've just been doing a lot of changes with Facebook Messenger, and every day you come back and it's like, whoa, what happened? Something moved.
What? No, I just put Terry on the screen.
No, I see that. No, but I'm saying with
oh, I thought you were talking about what I just did.
It's like if people have been watching.
As if. I kind of like this. You know, we talked about how showing up is different and through here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yep.
This is where Dr. K needs to go like that.
Do what?
You need to look over the top of the big banner at the bottom.
Yeah, that's where we change things around a little bit.
When you block them out.
We'll block both of you out at this point. Whoa, getting a little dizzy. Okay, we'll go back to the one that you guys like. All right.
It's easier. I like to talk with my hands, so it's
you like the gestures. Just
grand gestures.
As opposed to, but don't just be careful of restless middle finger syndrome.
Yes, I know that's not a gesture I'm going to make. So
only you can prevent RMFS.
So YouTube, yeah. So I mean, those are the big things that hold everyone back. It seems as the graphics, the what am I going to do for my first channel? What's the subject matter going to be?
And you can have multiple channels too, as you can tell. Like I had my healthcare one, and then I've got
you can, and I certainly have multiple channels, but
you have multiple channels.
I have many multiple channels, and then we're going to start a new one for RV goodness coming soon.
Yes, RV goodness, because you need a cup of RV goodness, don't you?
I do, yeah. So why not? But it is important to keep it relatively specific.
What's one of your favorite channels, so that we can show an example of what a good channel, as opposed to showing off our channel.
What's one of my favorite channels
that you like? Not the
Strategic
RV
Profits.
Oh, Strategic Profits is pretty good. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
They are live now, actually.
Oh yeah, because I'm missing it.
Well, that's why
I told Rich. I said, Rich, we're in the same time. I don't want to hit that. I'm going to hit Strategic Profits, and then I'm going to share the screen for a second so you can see.
Okay, can I suggest a channel?
Sure.
Yeah, let me just share this quickly here, just so that you can get a sense of what's going. Can you see that now?
No.
Nope.
Gosh darn. Oh, there it is again. It's doing funky things. Yeah, Melon's getting a little bit testy with me today. So you can see Rich. So Rich has, see in the analytics, he gets these spikes, and usually the spikes are coming from his live events, which he hasn't.
Everybody gets spikes.
But check out, he's got a lot of keywords here. Online
Yeah.
business, entrepreneur advice, online small business advice, small business ideas, Rich Sheffrin, because he is a keyword in and of himself. And you too can become a keyword when you get more reach.
Yes.
Online business growth.
Well, actually, no, your name should always be a keyword.
That's interesting because I haven't done that.
It should always be a keyword because you're always going to find people who are just looking for you. Wouldn't you want them to see your YouTube channel? Of course you would.
Yeah. So surprisingly, I'm surprised at this because Rich usually gets many more watching, but it's a Friday afternoon, and East Coast time, it's after 5. So there's 6 people watching according to.
Well, and again, most people, we like to think that people are going to go out of their way to watch us and everything else, but in reality, most people watch the replay.
This is the best. I love this. I love this. This Rich drinking drinks, taking supplements. Probably he's. I think it was he. Yeah, he was really sick then. That's what it was. It was
washing his supplements down with Dunkin's. Nice.
It was something like that. Yeah, well, that's sort of like, I thought it was Diet Coke actually by the look of it.
No, it's Dunkin's. If I did that, I'd be in a coma.
Coke, yeah, Dunkin' coffee. So, but he had 747 views. Getting unstuck 675. So by the way, he's a super famous guru.
Yeah, right.
And even he, and I mean, he earns, significant amounts of money from high ticket coaching.
Right.
And so, but even he just has, you would think that he would have millions of views, but not necessarily.
No,
so don't get hooked on the metrics in terms of the vanity metrics. See, he's done a couple of shorts and through here.
Right.
See?
And we forget
that just get killed. He had an accident, and so he did a short video. Or did he had an accident?
Yeah, I mean, all of these numbers, they add up over time, and so, like I said, maybe you don't get big numbers on one video, you get larger numbers on the next video, but over time, you're apt to get much more. All of a sudden, one of your videos might really hit it big and become popular.
Yeah. By the way,
pull anything per se. You might want to fine tune stuff over time.
Yeah,
but you probably don't want to take anything down.
No, don't take videos down because you never know. Something may become a hit.
Right.
So look, so Rich has about 7,500 subscribers, but just because you have a lot of subscribers doesn't mean anything because he's had 249 videos. So,
right.
But lifetime so far, by the way, he had ignored YouTube for a long, long time. Sure. He only revived YouTube about maybe, was it 18, 24 months ago, something like that. See, and so the analytics are going to be very different. So you wanted one, Kayvon? Let's take a peek.
Well, I haven't really
private chat.
What is it?
Where you see the comments, there's a private chat for us. I put the link over there.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Yeah, sorry, I'm stuck in a different window, so I actually can't see you. No, that's which one? Where are we? Oh, private chat.
Private chat.
Oh, private. You're gonna make me do private things? Ooh.
Oh no.
Where? Oh, there it is. Private. Boom. Okay, come here. There we go. Boom. All right.
So I follow these this content and this channel on Instagram and other places, and I always thought they had good design and representation of everything. So I want to know what John thinks.
Happy Friday to you, indeed. How did they know?
Well, it's hard to argue with 186 million lifetime views.
Mm-hmm.
How many subscribers?
Almost 2 million.
Oh, almost 2 million. I mean, anybody who's got subscribers over 50,000 is a great group to be taking a peek at.
And watch me click this button.
And I mean, even less in a lot of cases because a lot of the information is very niche down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to track them. So.
As far as setup and everything from the graphics to everything else, how do you think they're doing?
I mean, I love the little graphics in here. I think this is their website that you see right there in the corner. Okay.
It is.
Notice how they have centered everything in the middle.
Yeah.
So they're not trying to fill up on either side and through here because that's the virtue that's the virtue. That's the feature of YouTube. Now, if I look at them on mobile, let me check.
That's why they did that is for mobile.
Yeah, because mobile is going to give you a totally different thing. How do you? It's called The Future. FUTUR. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do. Oh gosh.
Channel is The Future is Here.
The future is here.
The future is here because they probably couldn't get the future
without the E after future. It's the FUTURIS here.
Where?
Exactly here.
So it's interesting. So in search, this. So let me see if I can show you this. Oh,
Yeah, I mean they're getting a lot of great views. Go down just a little bit. I just like to see what they're doing for thumbnails and stuff.
I'm trying. It's not cooperating.
I'm not familiar with this particular
Graphic design, all these other things, blah blah blah. Now, see the shorts come up right away.
Stress is good for you. Don't rush to sell.
Bunch of tries, differences, and you can see that they're highlighting things using this. I don't think that they're actually creating and editing these within the Shorts app on YouTube. I think they're uploading these. And the reason I say that is because you're not going to find this type, these very large fonts. I don't believe that they are in the
I don't think so.
YouTube Shorts. And by the way, that's a horizontal video that's been repurposed as a YouTube short.
Yes.
So, but when you see here, yeah, they do have, it's very interesting. There really isn't, they're a little bit all over the place, but I guess it's because when you look at it, they're by the way, they're changing into more, see the bold fonts that they're using in through there. But in other things, they've tried different graphics, lifetime balances, work-life balance, but you can see that they don't always have the same thing. You see, they were playing with this type of a thumbnail as well as this one, design thinking. Just as we all are, I think they're experimenting with what their branding should be.
So that's very good news for us and everybody watching this video, because even if you have millions of subscribers or
it doesn't mean that you're still not going to innovate and try new things.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be follow all of the standards.
See here, in the building a brand sequence, they did try to get the same look and feel to each one of their thumbnails.
Yeah, pretty close.
See? That's pretty close. They've got a frame and they've got the stuff in the middle.
Looks like they were drinking beer while branding.
And a lot of other things.
But
it's really quite fascinating to see some of these things. The future on mobile, it looks very different. So I'm going to stop the screen share. Stop the screen. Stop it. All right. So I stopped this, but you can see on here, I don't know if you can see that, but that's what the future looks like.
Yeah. Looks good.
See, so it comes out, but they've created a little logo that's just round specifically that comes out this way. I'm wondering if that's just the way that it appears on, I think it does always appear on, but then here, this is interesting. So YouTube no longer screws around with it. They gave the full image.
Yeah. But that's why they've got it so in the middle.
But their little iconic thing is right in there. Then the circle is the future. And then you could just scroll away. See, they're going to go 6 up on their YouTube Shorts, and then you'll see all of their popular videos, but in vertical as opposed to horizontal format.
Yeah, I mean,
we're all getting vertical these days.
Another couple that you could look at if you wanted to. You could look at Brian G. Johnson, Sean Cannell.
Sean's good.
Millie has a nice YouTube channel.
I like Millie.
I like Millie.
Thoroughly modern Millie.
Yeah.
She's from the social media marketing world this last time around.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ones that you can look at as example.
And there's so many details when it comes to something like YouTube, just as there are in TikTok and Instagram Reels and all the other things that we look at, that it can be overwhelming, totally overwhelming. And you just have to, it's the old ant eating the elephant thing. It's a sperm whale if you're more into aquatic life. And it's just one tiny bite at a time, because, just don't even worry about your channel art to begin with. Just throw up a video without throwing up yourself.
Yep. You just got to find a place to get started, and just keep working at it little by little.
And whatever you may think, you need to do it now. When?
Exactly. Now. Do it now.
Hey, how are we on time here today? Oh, we got 33 minutes. That's not bad. I think that's what we had. We were looking at here, Dr. Kayvon Kay, the Simplifier and Profit Coach, John Paduchak of Targeted Net Solutions, and Epic Win Agency, our cooperative venture from coast to coast for the digital marketing you love the most.
How come we don't have our names under the video?
I don't know. I think something happened. They may have made an update in Melon and it doesn't show up today. I'm not sure why, because normally it shows up.
We've been meloned.
Unless I changed something. I don't think I changed anything.
Elizabeth commented that I have never heard before that you should use your name as a keyword.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, you should.
And I can even highlight Elizabeth's comment right there. Cover,
Well, yeah.
yes, as Kayvon comes up looking.
And I mean that just makes sense in the sense that what if somebody is looking for you? That's
Is that better?
one of the ways they're going to find you. So
I think
yes,
when we
you
throw
should-
up a comment, we should just go to this view, and then when the comment goes
yeah,
away,
that's fine.
let me see.
You can
Comment
swap
goes
it
away,
around.
but we love your commenting. When we go away, then we switch back to this view. That way, Kayvon, or whoever's at the
Maybe I
bottom.
can just sit here.
Yeah, actually, I like it. Like it reminds me of some of those little stickers that I've used on TikTok, and where they have like Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. He'll just kind of raise up like this, and then he disappears down below.
Yeah. The other thing too that not many people know about is using kind of like a crazy made up word on all of your videos.
Like fundamental.
Like fun, you just something fundamental.
Yeah, more of like a code kind of thing. So that
Code?
then what happens with that is rather than see a bunch of other people's videos in your stream, you'll see more of your own videos.
Oh yeah, in fact, that's so. This is what happened to me because I actually was using the hashtag Dr. Fun, and people had known me as that for a while. So I had that on Twitter, not a problem. Because if you type in on Twitter Dr. Fun as a hashtag, I come up. However, when you go to Instagram and you go to other things, you see some crazy stuff. Everything from some Asian cosmetics, like parties being done, to doctors getting drunk, and some scenes that look very much like a lot of debauchery. So I stopped using the hashtag Dr. Fun, and I made up the thing called Funumental to try and erase the collective digital memory of Dr. Fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you have to be careful with your hashtags too. And I will say,
Dr. Fun.
Dr. Fun. Yeah. Well, and one of my patients was Charles. Yeah, I can't remember Charles' last name, but he used to refer to me as Dr. Payne, and so I had to change that perception of me.
That's what I refer to everybody refers to Andrea as Dr. Payne.
As Dr. Payne. So yeah,
Dr. Payne. I think that's common.
It is common. Yeah, but he eventually I said you need to change it to Dr. Feelgood.
There you go.
The end result.
Well,
anyway, but the other thing is too, when you have your YouTube channel, you really do want to be authentically you and show your real personality as opposed to trying to pretend to be somebody different.
Yeah.
And I received a compliment today from someone who I deeply respect, and she said to me, she says I just love watching you now because you seem to have an ease with the camera and everything else like that. I said, thank you so much. I take that as a compliment, but I mean, I started doing live video because my wife told me that I was terrible, that I sucked at video. And I think you reach a certain point, thanks in part to John, of developing camera confidence, but just doing it again and again and again and again, till in my case with the MacBook Pro, the little green dot is my friend. And I'm talking to you, having a conversation without staring at the green dot, as opposed to, reading off of a script or pretending, showing up with my white coat and stethoscope and my tie on, being very serious, like, Mrs. So-and-so, I think it's fatal, like as if some sort of, Marcus Welby or a soap opera doctor. So
it's so much easier to do with a friend than on your own any day.
Oh yeah, it's easier to, which by the way, so this is hilarious because this week I found my patient sign-in clipboard.
Oh, nice.
And this is probably at least about 35 years old. Oh my God. It even has the little smiley face saying, please sign in. I love that.
How about that?
Please sign in. Yeah, it's hard to see it. Yeah, because I don't get my camera angle right. There it is. Please sign in.
Please sign in.
I think that's from my office manager, Millie. You had the little smiley face on there. So anyway, the things I save. Is there a hoarder tendency? Maybe a little. Let's see. What else do you want to know about YouTube? What do you have to share, John, about YouTube? You talk about running out of things to say. Was one of the three fears? You talk about the technology. Yeah, technology. Deal with technology on YouTube because we see a lot of stuff that's edited with a lot of scene changes, and
there is a lot of stuff that's edited.
All kinds of stuff.
Changes.
I mean, what would you recommend for getting started strategically?
Probably the easiest way to get started strategery. W is back in the house. Say that word today. Strategically, probably the best place to start strategically is right here.
Really, but how many people would actually use now in horizontal or vertical?
You could do both.
You could do both. Okay.
Let's get
However,
started.
YouTube is more set up for horizontal.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, John. John. Do it now.
I think where we're getting involved more with shorts and everything else, it just kind of makes sense to do more mobilely. Maybe if you haven't done that before, it just seems to make more sense.
Should we experiment with this, John? Should we do like? I'm wondering what it would be like to do a YouTube live from the phone and see what it would be like. I think we can only get.
Yeah, we definitely
one
should.
guest.
I think
Did
that
we do
I think
a melon live?
I don't know. That's a good question. I will have to find out.
I haven't tried that either. I think our next challenge should be involving YouTube and shorts that way.
Yeah, we could do it that way. Actually, it would not be bad because I
don't think that's bad. Everybody wants to get a YouTube channel started.
Well, I know a lot of our folks, when we're in the over 45 or the over 50 crowd, are kind of scared of TikTok, but I love it because I'm finding get off my lawn old person TikTok, and they know that that's what I like. And so, but at the same time, I think that, we talk about also, we're talking mainly about YouTube, but I think the YouTube Shorts is a great idea. Facebook Reels, I have yet to try those, and they exist in your page if you have a professional page. And there's a whole interface for that too. But yeah, it's a big controversy between going vertical and going horizontal. But most YouTube videos are indeed horizontal, so you're not going to leave that behind.
Yeah, I think that would be a good move because most of our stuff as of late has been on TikTok and Instagram Shorts because they're just so popular right now that and then YouTube is definitely going to be more long running, more search engine friendly. So,
well, I will tell you, I tend to do a lot better on Instagram than I do on YouTube, but I haven't cracked the code on YouTube Shorts yet.
Right.
And the recommendation in general for most people I've spoken to, because I've been asking people about, can I get my YouTube channel revived? Can I get it going? What's it going to take?
Yeah.
And their advice to me was, you need to create a video every week, like a 10 to 12 minute video every single week. And it's consistency that's going to make it for you. And one of the things that I got from Brian, we were talking about earlier, he mentioned that you need to do, it may take you 100 videos to really get the traction on YouTube.
Well, and now my thought about YouTube is where we've got shorts. It seems between the combination of shorts and longer videos, you should be able to create a daily consistency, just like we do with Instagram or TikTok.
I think so. Now the TikTok ones, I started doing TikTok stories, and that is hilarious. I even had, I mean, you probably haven't seen it. I downloaded them too. And the reason I downloaded them is because I think they're almost all gone now. I know this is about YouTube, but I just wanted to show you the TikTok thing. So what you can see here, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little ring around my face.
Yep.
Little blue ring. Well, that little blue ring says that there's a story there.
Dr. V. What could it be?
And that was my first short.
And this is my very first TikTok story.
My very first TikTok story. So I went through a series of them, by the way. And so let me see if I can find, what's interesting. They don't let, you swipe. Oh, so TikTok stories,
So I'm in a
you swipe to get through them. Now, this is the best.
And here's the answer. Ho, ho, ho.
I decided to, so I had, my story was, should I shave? Do I have enough time to shave and shower before my live broadcast at 8 o'clock? And that was the answer. So
The answer
I
is,
saved all of
what's
these.
the matter with you? You look like
What's
a
the matter
mess.
with you? Yeah. No, so I showered and then shaved, but I hadn't done anything with my hair and stuff. And you know what?
That's
I
the
think
beauty of
it's
my hair.
already- Yeah, well, shave the top. No, I actually do have hair, and so, but hats have become essential for me. Why? Because I have that little Friar Tuck bald spot on the top of my head, and if I go out there in the intense sun of Southern California, I get sunburned and blisters. So I don't do that. Yeah. So hats, and it's a great excuse for bad hair day. Just stick a hat on. But I don't have to twist it like John does to make it fit.
I don't.
So-
I get the thing. I just have to go like this all day.
Just a little of a.
I know my hat. I put my hat on the wrong way. I must have a crooked head or something.
No, and Dr. Kayvon Kay has just a full head of lustrous hair. So
Yeah.
Always,
that's why we put him underneath us because we're
That's right.
we're a little bit
We won't talk about it.
envious.
You should see me on a bicycle, wind in my hair and everything.
Wind in my
I
hair.
bet.
Oh,
I
man.
look like a picture on the trashy novel
A
Nice.
trashy novel. You're the Fabio, the Persian
Yeah.
Fabio
on a horse,
on a horse.
on a donkey.
On
There
a
you
donkey.
go.
Yeah, so I will tell you though, as we mentioned before, don't underestimate the power of YouTube Shorts.
No.
In fact, we could probably do a whole thing on YouTube Shorts once we become a little more familiar, because we're
Yeah.
adopting the notion of learn, do, teach as our methodology for bringing you content. So,
Indeed.
anything else, gentlemen, before we head on off into the weekend sunset?
I can't think of anything off the top of my
No.
head.
I
Just,
think that was a good conversation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like this one a lot. This could be a great podcast if we choose to
yeah. And
repurpose.
just get started. It doesn't matter if you make a mess. Just go do it.
Oh, definitely break things,
Just
make
go
a
do
mess,
it.
break things.
Break things. I've seen some incredibly ugly YouTube channels. that have
Hey, you
done
want to see? You want to have?
fantastically well.
Do you want to be inspired? Do you want to really be inspired? Check out Gary V's first
Oh, gosh, yeah.
YouTube video.
Yeah.
His wine for his wine video reviews, and
Yeah.
you will see how much progress he has made over time. The only reason, well, not the only reason, because he's pretty brilliant, but the main reason is he just kept trying things and doing again and doing and doing and doing and doing. And you get better at it the more you do it. And it
You
is,
do.
but it's also the consistency.
Consistency's king.
And my greatest flaw, I would say, in the last 10 years has been my being consistently inconsistent.
Consistent. Yeah.
Like I would go through these little phases where I would crank out 3 videos or something like that and then do nothing for 3 months.
Right.
And then I'd make one Instagram post with a picture of my food at a Mexican restaurant and then post again, maybe 5 things in a row and then do nothing for 2 weeks. And what I'm recognizing now, if I do a video a day, which has been my TikTok thing lately, I'm doing a 90-day video challenge. I think I'm on number 73 or something like that. If I do one every single day, if I don't do it now, after 70 some days, I feel there's something missing in my life.
Yeah. I was gonna say you brought up something interesting, a little off of what you were talking about, but it made me think of it, and that's that a lot of us look at apps like Melon and StreamYard and all of that and say, "Wow, what a great way to make content! It'll make it so much easier for me." And that's kind of the big fallacy. Like, yes, it does make it easier, but the problem is that the apps like you to use their own,
the native application.
Yeah, their native application to create stuff. So on YouTube, that native application is still Google Hangouts. Or
Is
YouTube,
it really called Google Hangouts?
No, it's YouTube Live.
YouTube Live.
It's YouTube Live, but it's still that same interface we had 7 years ago. Updated a lot.
Well, I mean, if you're doing video and marketing and things
Yeah.
full time, I mean, you could theoretically, do an Instagram live, do a TikTok live, do a YouTube live, keep them relatively short, but just do one of each week and see where you go at the end of 6 months or 12 months, you'll have an idea. But I do believe you need a minimum of 12 months on YouTube and just keep pushing out content, and don't be worried about your vanity metrics. I should be crying in my beer, even though I don't have a beer right now, over having only 53 people. But you know what? Dr. Kayvon Kay has 55.
Yeah. I mean,
I hope to catch up to him sometime.
I actually think you can do stuff.
Why don't you go there and subscribe to my channel?
I don't. Well, no, but then I'm giving you 56. You got to subscribe to my channel.
There you go.
So,
I was gonna say, I actually think you can do stuff a lot faster than that. I mean, I'm seeing people get huge headway in 3 to 6 months. So,
Yeah, but I think,
but you got to be consistent. As long as you're consistent.
If you have the time and energy to do a daily YouTube live, I'm willing to bet
You will do
in 90 days you're going to be rocking it.
Exactly. Yep. Totally true. If you could do a daily one, it would be great. It doesn't have to be a long daily one either.
Don't overly edit either. Well, you won't edit YouTube lives, but I'm just saying, if you're going to put up your 8 to 12-minute video on YouTube once a week, I wouldn't worry too much about editing a lot. I mean, it helps over time to have greater production value. But when you get to that point, when you've got your 10,000 or 20,000 or 50,000 subscribers, you probably can afford to hire a video editor to do it for you.
Sure.
And
there are even now some AI apps that'll edit video for you. And
that's right. We have to talk about that later when we're off camera.
That's another thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm no longer going to ask the question anything else because we come up with a lot of other things.
That's it. Yeah,
Let's
I got.
keep
We gotta
something
stop
for future
somewhere.
videos.
The future will be here before you know it.
It's so bright.
All
You
right.
have to wear shades.
So next week we'll put our names under here or above wherever. Once I figure it out. But Melon, I will tell you, Melon has been misbehaving. But then again, when we had StreamYard, that would misbehave occasionally too. So
yes,
not too concerned.
everybody misbehaves from time to time.
So Dr. Kayvon Kay can be found at kazoom.com and simplify.zone. Is that correct?
Simplify.zone, yes.
Simplify and remember, you're never alone with simplify.zone.
There you go.
And John, where can people find you?
JohnPaduchak.com.
How do you spell that? Or on Instagram as the RV John.
RV John.
Makes it super easy.
It does
the
make
RV
it easy.
John. And I am Dr. Vogelmann everywhere you consume social media. In all the places, in all the faces. With the exception of YouTube, where some reason I'm Christopher.Vogelmann, but I'm trying to correct that. I've been trying for 6 months and still no results from.
Well, here's the thing. We need to have at least 100 subscribers to be able to brand the channel. So that's why I was asking you guys to to sign up to my channel, subscribe. And also, I thought, that would be a nice ask to have from our viewers. So I'm going to put my YouTube channel link under the video in the comments.
Okay.
You guys should do it too. And, all it takes is, if people watching this video subscribe to it, then the sooner I get to 100, the better the quality of the
top.
So I tell you, I got grandfathered in, which is why you see my health channel as My Health Expert, because I was grandfathered in a long time ago, but long before having a sufficient number of followers.
Yeah.
But I will say, the general ask is, like, subscribe, and ring that bell, so that they get alerted when you go live or when they have a new video where you're putting up. So
I'm just happy if somebody subscribes.
You're happy for subscribers, but interestingly enough, the number of subscribers is irrelevant, except for you in the case of wanting to do your branding.
Yes.
The number of views is far more, and the number of minutes viewed in total, the percentage, even better than the number of views.
Yeah.
So it's the metrics. It's the metrics, which by the way, never get overly concerned about the vanity metrics, because there are people, as you saw earlier, who have hundreds of views on videos, yet create millions of dollars in revenue. So it's a little different when it's business versus trying to be an influencer and get views and likes and things because you want to become an Insta celebrity or a TikTok celeb. So anyway, we've talked enough. So now it's time to go off and enjoy the weekend. We will be back here again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. If it's Friday, it's A-OK for the Do It Now show. Bye.